The apostles asked the Lord to increase their faith. And we hear this from all the readings today. Lord, increase our faith. What is this faith that they ask the Lord to increase? If you have been following the readings of this week from the first reading, from Prophet Baruch, the common theme there was to remember. And that will appear, that will sound oftentimes in this homily. So what is faith? Faith is something supernatural. It is a gift. It is a gift. And it comes from God. But it requires our personal participation. God gives us this light of faith. It is a light that we are supposed to keep burning in our lives. And we are supposed to use it. We are supposed to use this light to light other people as well. How do we light other people's faith? With our children, we are supposed to pass on this faith to them. We are supposed to receive this faith through the sacraments. And like we had in the second reading, we are supposed to light this faith, light this candle burning of faith through testimonies. These are ways through which we can keep this light burning. But today I have a unique way of answering to this question of, Lord, increase our faith. How are we going to increase our faith? We know all this. We are trying to pass down the faith to our children. We are trying to receive the sacraments. But what do we neglect most? We can keep this faith through the spirit of gratitude. Like I've said, in the Old Testament, we hear often God reminding his people to remember. In the New Testament, we see the disciples from the time they were with the Lord making wonders, doing miracles, healing the sick, driving out demons. They knew Jesus was someone special. He was someone to keep eyes on. So in our life, we deal with so much good news and bad news. Today, our Lord reminds us that one way we can keep our faith is not to forget the good times in our lives. The good times you had 40 years ago, the good times you had 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Remember. In the first reading, Prophet Habakkuk went to complain to the Lord. After receiving too much bad news, the Lord instructed him to write down his vision. This serves as a reminder that we should not forget the marvels the Lord has worked for us. In the moments of struggle, it is very easy to overlook the blessings and the miracles we have had. By reflecting and documenting these blessings and miracles, we can strengthen our faith. We can keep this light of gratitude burning or shining brightly in our hearts. So do not forget where the Lord got you 20 years ago, 10 years ago. There are clear signs in our lives. And most of the time when we receive these blessings, we are like, oh my gosh, I cannot forget this. After a week, after a month, boom, it's gone. Remembering these moments helps us nurture our faith with gratitude, especially through the tough times. When I was talking to one of the parishioners, she told me that one thing she does is she keeps a journal where every morning she writes things she's thankful to God for. And this is what the Lord told Habakkuk. Write down your vision. Write down your vision. So, how do we increase our faith? By remembering where the Lord has got us. Remember. Dr. Martin Luther King wrote that the measure of a person is not how they fare in the midst of good times. Rather, it is how they persevere in the tough times. It is very easy to love God when the stock market is good, when you have a great job, when your family is healthy, when everything is going the way you're calculating it or you're planning it. It's very easy. We live in a generation of entitlement. We want to work hours and we are paid those hours. We want to do things. We want things to come the way we plan them. We want to receive what we work for. When we diligently attend retreats, pray our rosaries, our holy hours, follow all the rules, we want our lives to unfold like we expect them. And when they don't unfold that way, we start asking God, what are you doing, God? Don't you see that I've done everything right? This appears in the story of Job, when Job complained to God, and God reminded him his sovereignty. I am God, and you're my creature. Why should you question and complain to God? Why don't you remember the good times you had? So, dear friends, what should our prayer be today? Our prayer should be to remember and to keep your light of faith shining through remembering the marvels the Lord has worked for you. Pray to God to increase this attitude of gratitude. Recognize everything as a gift from God, even in the tough times. When we shift away from this entitlement, we shall experience the joy, the hope, and peace in our hearts. So, dear friends, remember, God's love is real, and we can keep our faith through recalling these wonderful things He has done for us. Praise be Jesus Christ.